taking us back to when we started this whole thing. And it really did start like Evangeline's house, parties at your house.
Maybe that's what took so long.
It was an excuse to party.
Yeah.
I like to tell people that we really started with a critique of what existed in the field. And so what we came upon again was this marriage of community organizing and affordable housing, real estate development. And it was really that we needed to change people's relationship to power.
It was kind of like a fluke, right? So I work for the city, and I work trying to disperse funds, public funds, to build or improve housing throughout the city. There's no organization doing that kind of work in East LA. In Boyle Heights, so we should do something.
Three of us, I think, were like the mainstays, the core. It's like this real sense of investment on the part of all of us that really like committed us to, wow, this is all our visions now. So what started out as, Manuel's sort of peek at a, kind of an idea and a vision, you sort of opened it up and it became something bigger than you.
One day, we were shooting, I think it was for a bank. Like a bank was doing a promo. They asked me to sit down with one of the residents there. Her name's Maria, and she told me about how she and her 7 children lived in this 1-bedroom apartment off of Soto. So there are 9 of them living in this 1-bedroom apartment. Every night when they're about to go to sleep, they have a stack of blankets like in the closet, and every night their kids go and pull out these blankets and lay them out on the floor. And so for their whole lives, they are sleeping on blankets, and every morning they fold them back up and put them away. And what she said to me in that interview was, Maria, my children had never been able to sleep in their own bed till they came to live at Lorena Terrace. And to me, all the heartache, everything that went wrong in my personal life because of Lorena Terrace was all worth it. It was worth it because here are these kids that had a place to live, and they weren't like sleeping on the floor on blankets anymore. Every family in this building and every family out there has a similar story, right? Living in converted garages, coming from shelters. And that's what this work is about. The reality is that when someone gets to live in one of these buildings, it's like they won the lottery.
ELACC is definitely an organization that is about action. It's about making things happen. It has really an incredible reputation in the neighborhood. And the reason for that is that it's an open organization. It's really intended to be for the people. It's driven by folks in the neighborhood. ELACC is the one that provides opportunity for low-income families, for low-income residents to have a safe home, to have an idea about how the planning and government processes work in the city of Los Angeles and have a say in that process. Change is good, and it's about how you take that change forward and make it a positive thing for the community.
My mom, she was a barber. She was very proud, and she was a very hard worker and did not want to ask for any public assistance. So we basically grew up, as she called it, with el pan de cada día, where she would get as many haircuts as she could, do people's hair, and from there, that's where food, the rent came from. But she used to charge $3. She now still charges $4. The reason we got evicted was valid. We hadn't paid our rent in 6 months, not because we didn't want to, but because there was no money for anything. So there was nowhere for us to go. And from there, I got introduced to the organization. I became an intern at the organization and was then brought on as a community organizer. You know, what happened to our family shouldn't happen to other families. ELACC gave us those tools and those leadership opportunities to be able to empower everybody in our community to stand up and become organized. understanding like the process of gentrification and displacement and the role that each of us play in that is really critical and important. That negative impact of gentrification is what we're pushing back on, and working through building affordable housing, through organizing community residents, through building financial capacity for our clients, that all those components together will help push back on gentrification and allow for residents to continue to live in this neighborhood. Those people that invested their lives in this neighborhood when nobody else would put money into here, they deserve to benefit from these improvements. The way investment is happening here in the neighborhood and of Boyle Heights sets precedent for other communities. So in a way, for me, why continue here in Boyle Heights, learning, so then we can take that to other communities where Latinos are struggling, and how we can change that to really create greater opportunities for Latinos across the United States. So in the next 20 years for East LA Community Corporation, we are going to be creating a new playing field for Latino working class families in the East Side. And that playing field is going to have all the tools that they need in order to be successful, so that all from the seniors that live here to the parents to the youth and the children, that they will have the opportunities to be able to be successful in their neighborhood and have a strong quality of life. We are very fortunate to have had founders with this really strong vision, and to have the strength and the energy of our current and future staff that will continue to bring that vision to fruition.